Welcome to Let's Talk Jonesboro. We have a new exciting edition today, and we have with us Viola Turner of Colors for a Cause. And it's been a while, Viola, since we've had you on our show, and you've done some wonderful things. You also have Pastor Courvoisier Harris.
Yes, sir.
And you guys have made some incredible strides in your nonprofit organization. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
Yes, this year we come together once again. This is our yearly award show, the Spirit of Excellence Awards. And what we do, we celebrate the greatness in each child. Each child has been blessed with a gift.
Yes.
And in the categories of academics, sports, community work, or ministry in the church.
Very nice. And Pastor Harris, you are you strike everyone as a very veteran pastor. Are you near retirement age?
Well, I'm 17. Well, I'm only 17 years old, so
Okay.
you know, I believe to be the youngest pastor here in Arkansas. I've been
Wow.
pastoring for preaching for about 3 years, pastoring for 1. So, yes.
What does it take to have that title? What did you have to accomplish to become a pastor?
Well, first you have to be called, of course. You know, like many, you know, I was called into the ministry, so it's not an easy task. You know, by me being, you know, very young, 17. You know, it's a lot of work. It's not easy.
I believe it. Now, the mayor attended some of the Arkansas Christian Journal Awards last year, and you
Yes.
were among the highest honorees. That was for your academic accomplishments,
Yes.
I believe, at that time. So you are a shining example. What draws you to Colors for a Cause?
Well, I really love the vision. The vision is awesome. The vision that Miss Viola Speed shares with us is very awesome. I'm so excited that she got it. I mean, I'm connected with her, you know, because, you know, yeah.
Well, tell us about that vision. What is the vision of Colors for a Cause?
Miss Viola Speed, she lost her son to gun violence. And I think that it's so, you know, touching that she reaches out to other young people and tries, you know, she looks at me as her spiritual son. And she speaks life into me. She you know, she prays with me. And yeah, you know, Colors for a Cause is just it's a great organization. She has a lot of youth other than me this year. They're all great. They all exceed in sports, academics, religious, all of them. So they're, yeah.
So you guys work with the community. Viola, you live in Jonesboro.
I do.
But you have extended your outreach beyond Jonesboro.
Beyond Jonesboro, Memphis, Tennessee as well. That's my new venture. I'll be starting a support group for mothers, and it's called Mothers with Caring Hearts. And that would start February the 3rd is our first meeting at the Dayswell Community Center in Memphis, Tennessee. So I'll be working with mothers that have lost their kids to gun violence to help them to heal, to know that they have someone that understands what they're actually going through.
You know, there's so many mothers and fathers, loved ones who have lost children to gun violence, whether it's from someone else, self-inflicted, whatever the loss is hard to calculate. What do you find has made you decide to get up and do this cause?
I searched within myself. I said, either I can allow this bad thing to overtake me, or either I can allow it to make me rise above it. And so I chose to take the higher road. I chose to make a difference in other lives, and I chose to be of help to others, and to save lives, just like I travel around the state of Arkansas, raising awareness to gun violence, teaching the kids how to be safe in their homes, because sometimes it may seem as if the home is the safest place, but sometimes it can be the most dangerous place.
That's correct.
So I teach them how to be safe in the home. Don't go looking in your parents' room and looking under their beds, looking for certain things, because you may find something that that could be of danger to you, like a
right, that's
gun,
right.
and because a lot of people that I know from my childhood have lost their lives from just tampering, playing around with a gun that was just left in the mother's room.
Right, right. And you think of them as your protection, but they can also be your danger.
Yes, sir.
And
So
we
my
hate
main
to see
thing
that.
is prevention.
That is right.
And I have a police officer from Memphis, Tennessee. He's on the K-9 unit by the name of Enos Jackson, and he goes out with me to teach gun safety. And you see so much negativity on the news between the police and the community. So my thing is, I'm trying to show that it is a lot of police officers out there that has a heart for our children that they can trust. So that's what I show, that we too can come together with the police and work as one.
That is a great point, because there's never been, I'm sure there have been plenty of times when we've needed police and community connectivity, but right now we're at one of those points where people need to understand. I
Yes,
think, sometimes police feel that they're being looked at
As the enemy?
as the enemy. I
I
think
agree.
sometimes people look at police as the enemy.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me some of the things you guys have done to kind of erase that barrier.
He goes in, Enos, he goes in and he gets on their level. He talks to them at the level that they're at. He talks to them about different situations from his childhood. He talks to them about different situations that has happened in the streets of Memphis, Tennessee, the different things that he faced, the different challenges with the youth that he has been involved with. Because our relationship, my relationship with Officer Enos Jackson didn't start through the death of my son. It started before. Because when I stayed in Memphis, I was like the neighborhood Bible study teacher. So all the kids would come to my home. And so one weekend, I opened up my home, had all the young men, the teenagers, the males. They was over to my house, and I invited Enos over to impart some things in them, to talk to them about drugs, to talk to them about gang violence and gun violence. So that had already started before the death of Albert, our relationship.
Pastor, is that part of your ministry or anything? Do you preach or teach the connection between police or government and the understanding of the usefulness of that connection with the community?
Well, the community that I'm from Helena, West Helena, Arkansas, and this year we've had a total of 2 murders, And I believe that the children of our community, they're lacking that bond with the people, their family, And I try my best. I go to Central High School, and a lot of teenagers, and they look up to me there. And I try to carry myself as if, as that person they look up to. I try to preach and proclaim the word of God to them, and do those things with them. Because a lot of them, they have stuff going on at the house, and, they're in the streets and places where they shouldn't be, And so, yeah.
Very nice.
And also, Pastor Harris, he was a part of Camp Albert, which is a yearly grief camp that we do, but it's not basically based on if you lost a loved one. All kids are welcome. They learn life skills. They learn creative writing. Like this year, some of the kids wrote letters to the kids at St. Jude Hospital. And so I'm going to take the writing, the encouraging words that they wrote, incorporate it into the I Promise blanket, which is the pledge that kids take against gun violence. And I'm going to impart their letters in that blanket. I'm going to have it done, and we're going to donate it to a child there.
Very kind.
In the honor of Albert, because Albert was attending school to become a pediatric nurse. And so I thought no other way to give back to them to have that in the honor of him.
And Albert is the son that you lost.
Albert is
Yes.
the son that I lost.
That's fabulous. That's fabulous things you've got going there.
Yes, sir.
Tell us a little bit about the event you have coming up.
Oh, wow, I'm so excited. It's the Spirit of Excellence Awards, and we all come together throughout the community, and we celebrate the greatness in each child. Each child is interviewed. Some kids, like I say, in the categories of academics, they may excel in academics. They may excel in sports, in the school systems, community work. Like some of the kids are part, like the Beacons of Hope, that is a community group, which they work along with troubled teens. And then also ministry in the church.
Yes.
Some serve in the spirit of excellency in the church. Like we may have like a lot of adults that can take positions in the church that won't. But we have the youth that'll step up and take the positions in the church. Some of them are minister over music. Some kids write their own music,
That's right.
you know. So, but yeah.
Very nice. Well, we're going to take a break, and when we come back, we're going to have some of the guests that Viola has brought with her, and we will talk to them about their roles.
Oh, wow.
So thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, our next two guests are Jerryon Green and Michaela Swinney, and they are JHS students involved with Colors for a Cause. And welcome, guys.
Hello.
Hi.
I understand you guys are outstanding students, and also you're doing this nonprofit work. You are standing up for Colors with a Cause.
Yes, sir.
So tell us a little bit about what got you motivated for this.
I would say for me, what got me motivated was just the message behind the whole organization. It's a way to give awareness for gun violence and violence in general, something that in today's society is major. Most of our crimes that you hear about on the news or any problems that we do have is some type of violence that's involved. So I would say it's just the message behind the program in general.
Jerryon, you?
I feel like it's good for the young people, and there's a lot of young people out there today with guns and think they're in gangs, and this to help you like to get out of it and just send you somewhere positive instead of negative.
Tell me the choices you face as you guys are 17, 18 in that range right now.
Yes, sir.
Tell me what really, adults always think they know because we always feel like we were 17, 18 at one time, and you don't believe it, and I respect that, but it's true. But it's a different world. It's always, the world changes. It changes faster than we think it does. So tell us, like, about those choices, and do you have friends who made the wrong choices, and does that help you? Just kind of fill us in a little bit on what you see in a day-to-day life.
I would say our world as our age is more advanced than what it was for you guys. So a lot of the things that we're exposed to it a lot earlier than most people. And I feel you can learn from many people decisions, but we often make the decision, oh, we wouldn't take that route or we won't do it. But you never really know. And I can say, like, being a high school student in a school that has several different kids from several different backgrounds, you see those mistakes and you just try to learn from them, but you never know really how you will handle a situation until you're in that situation.
Jerryon, have you been in situations where you said this is probably a place I need to not be, or I mean, is it personal, or is it just something that you have decided? You see what I mean?
Yes, sir. It's something that I decided not to do because, kids get killed every day over little things. And I just try to stay away from that and just try to build my life right for good things instead of bad.
Is it an easy decision or is it a hard one?
It's easy because, this hard to do, like being in gangs and all that. It's bad, so I try to live right and not be with all that.
You can avoid it if you work at it and
Yes,
stay
sir.
where you want to go. Well, now, Michaela, I understand that there's a little music is always good for a cause, right?
Yes, sir.
And Jerryon has got the talent, I understand. But he's shy, so I'm going to ask you can you perform a little bit a cappella for us?
Sure. I'm going to sing The Greatest Love of All. It's been several different arrangements, but I'm going to do the Whitney Houston arrangement. So here you go.
All right.
I believe the children are the future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. Show them all the beauty they possess inside. Please give them a sense of pride to make it easier. let the children laughter. It remind you how it used to be. And I decided long ago to never walk in anyone's shadow. If I fail, if I deceive, at least I'm living what I believe. No matter what you take from me, you can't take away my dignity, because the greatest love of all is happening to me. And learning to love yourself is the greatest love of all.
I think we hit a new highlight on Let's Talk Jonesboro. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
That was a blessing. That was graceful. You want to do an encore?
I'm good.
All right. Well, thank you guys so
You're
much.
welcome.
Thank you for coming to join us on Let's Talk Jonesboro.
You're welcome.
We will take another break. Thank you. Welcome back to Let's Talk Jonesboro, and I just want to tell you, if you have not seen the Golden Fireettes, you have not seen Girls on Fire. And now you have met the Golden Fireettes, because they are here, at least some of them, right? This is not the whole team. But
It's a
you
lot more
guys,
girls. It's a whole bunch of girls.
you guys are a dance team extraordinaire, correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And now tell me who the captains are.
I'm the head co-captain, Trinity Rutherford,
Trinity,
and there are two more big girl captains named Asia Williams and Dariana Johnson. And then
I am actually co-captain of the little girls team. My name is Geneva Tillman.
Jenny,
Geneva Tillman.
Geneva. Well, and that's a pleasure to meet you guys. And you guys, I've seen you out in the community doing your show, and it's worth stop. I may have some recording somewhere over here, because you guys are just fabulous. And
Thank
you
you.
stand up for Colors for a Cause.
yes, sir.
Do you think about it? Do you know what Colors for a Cause means? Have any of you really participated and checked out Colors for a Cause?
Well, this is actually our first year participating in this, and so when Miss Viola came to our dance studio a couple weeks ago and she was telling us about it, all of the girls were like tuned in. We really wanted to learn about what Colors for a Cause was really about. So, yes.
So this is something that you feel like you guys can contribute to and perform at some of her events.
Of
and-
course.
And help rally support for an important cause in the community. Well, you know, you're at an age where you're learning what I guess public service is all about, and I think Viola is a fabulous example, and her group and all the people that work for Colors for a Cause. You know, everybody's contributing, and it's about what you give back, and that's what makes community so important. And that's what, as a city, we're a government, but governments can only do so much, and a city really makes itself special by the citizens and the people who, just like you guys, who take stock and invest in doing good things for your brothers and sisters. And the old men.
I don't get along with my brother.
You don't get along with your brother? Well, you know what? I don't get along with my brother either. But that's why he moved to California. But no, I get along with him. I love him.
I love my brother, but sometimes he can just be there.
It's all respect. I got nothing but respect for that. I think we all understand that about brothers and sisters. But in the end, when the bottom line comes out, we're there for them, right?
Yes, sir.
We just don't want to have to tell them that every day. I understand.
We actually have a competition that we're hosting.
Tell us about it.
So the competition is November the 11th at 12 p.m. at the Jonesboro High School Gymnasium. So please have your calendars marked. We will let you guys know if we have tickets available early so that you can go ahead and purchase them because it is going to be packed. So just
Noon at the Jonesboro High Gym. What's the date?
November the 11th.
November 11th. Is that a
Yes, sir.
Saturday?
Yes, sir.
All right. Mark that on our calendar. We will promote it for you, and I think that'll be fabulous.
Thank you.
We look forward to it, ladies. Thank you.